Hey everybody! So this video is just going to be all about back to basics with Maskcara Beauty. If you are not familiar with the Maskcara Beauty, you get a customized color match from me, your Maskcara Beauty artist. I will pick out some colors for you, and we will get a free compact depending on how many colors you pick. This is my personal compact here. I have several different shades in it that are personalized to my skin color. Also with my eyes, what colors I like and prefer to use. I have my highlight and contours through here, lip and cheek colors over here. And then on the other side, I have some lip and cheek colors, and I also have eyeshadows. So this is my personal compact. But depending on what we color match your skin tone to, you'll have your own compact, whether it's a quad compact to hold 4, or a hack stack to hold 8, or a mini double decker to hold 10. That just kind of depends on how many we pick out. So we are going to get back to the basics today. I'm just going to do a basic hack on my face, and then we're going to do some basic eyes for you guys. Okay, let's get started. I have my compact here, and I have my 2 brushes that I'm going to use for my face. If you wanted to apply, you could apply it with your finger and then blend in. Super easy to do it that way. I am just going to do it this way with the Detail Hack brush and the bronzer and blush brush, just to show you a look with these 2. So I am going to start first with my contour shade. I am actually using the Bella bronzer right now to contour with. We have several different contour shades depending on hair color, tone of your skin, different things like that. Bella bronzer is always a good option too, because it does kind of give you a little more color. So I am going to start with the small end of this brush first, and I'm just going to lightly dab into my compact here. And I'm going to put this contour right underneath the cheekbone. It is literally going to hug the cheekbone right here. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to bring that up a little bit as well. Just literally hugging underneath the cheekbone here. I'm also going to take and go underneath the jawline. This is going to help to slim and sculpt here. It's going to help to kind of shape the face. I'm going to bring it up to where it meets this other right over here also. And I'm doing just a shadow right there along the jawline. And I don't know if you can tell in the video, but I am just lightly dabbing this on. I'm also going to go across the forehead with it. Again, I'm just using the small end of the brush, and this is the contour. I'm using Bella bronzer for it today. If you have a smaller forehead, you don't want to come down as far. I do have a little bit more space on my forehead, so I can go down a little bit further with mine. The other place I'm going to put this is down each side of the nose. And I'm still using the small end of this brush, just to kind of draw this line down. Get me just a little bit closer in the middle. You don't want to go too far down on each side of the nose. And you can just take your finger and just kind of go back through. We'll take and put a highlight there too, but I just take my finger and just kind of go back through and just kind of clean off. I'm also going to take it just right underneath the lips there, just to create a shadow and kind of plump that. And just a tiny bit what's left over on the brush along the top lips there. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my main shade. I have 2 different main colors that I'm mixing. I have amber and candlelit. So what I do is I'm going to take with the larger end of this brush. If you've watched some of my videos, you've probably seen me do this a little different. But I'm going to take with the large end of the brush today. And I'm just going to apply this around my contour shade. go right here around the nose, but I'm not gonna get too close to the eyes because I do have a brightener that's gonna go underneath the eyes. You'll be matched with a contour, a main shade, and a brightening shade. So I am gonna take now with the small end of the brush again. I'm just gonna kind of wipe off a little bit of the excess of it. And I'm gonna take with the small end of the Detail Hack brush. So I'm just gonna dab the brush into the brightening color. And this is gonna go underneath the eyes here in like an upside down pie shape. If you wanted to apply these with your finger, you can. We have several different methods that you can use. The Cheetah Hack or Tribal Hack, any of those, just dab it on and go. I don't like the way makeup feels on my fingers, on my hands and stuff, so I do usually use a brush with mine. Go right down the center of the nose. But you can use some of the other methods also. When I blend this out with my brush, it will blend everything. And this is just my brightening color here. All right, I'm gonna take and do just a little bit more of the contour. And then take with the brightening with my finger. A little more precise. There we go, application through there. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the bronzer and blush brush. I'm gonna take this end here, the smaller end, and just blend it out. So we've got the bronzer and blush brush. We're gonna start along the bottom, just kind of blending everything. I'm gonna blend my bronzer / contour down just a little bit. This always helps to give some color along my neck. And then I'll just start blending on the face. I do come back and blend my contour on my cheeks last, because otherwise I have found that if I don't, I will kind of blend that out. And I also will do my nose last. See how that just blends together perfectly? Now for the nose, I'm just going to kind of stipple it in place because I don't want to move it around too much. So I'm not really going to blend. I'm just going to stipple. Now for the contour on the cheeks. Just circular motions up and back. Make sure I get this all blended in the hairline. And then I'll take back with this brush. Just to make that a little more pronounced through there. And see how that all just blends out? All right, let's add some blush now. We've got everything blended together on the face. I am gonna go in, and I like to mix two shades, so I do Nude and Frenchy. Just to add a little bit of color. Right there on the top of the cheeks. All right, now, the next thing that I like to do is set mine with my Stay Spray. I am a little more oily, so I use the one without SPF. I have my Perfector sponge, it's damp, so I am just gonna do about 2 or 3 sprays on there. Take my sponge, lightly press it in. This will set all of my cream. And any harsh edges, it'll kind of blend those away. I also like to take a little bit of loose translucent powder, and I take the damp sponge again, put it on there, and I will apply underneath my eyes. I feel like this really helps to brighten underneath my eyes just a little bit more, but it also helps to give me that set finished look without mattifying the Maskcara Beauty. Take just a little bit more. I don't do all over. I just do through my T-zone and underneath the eyes. All right. So that is pretty much it for just the basic face. My one compact here with all my colors on this side. And then I use the two brushes, the bronzer and blush brush and the detail hack brush. All right, let's do some eyeshadows. So we are just gonna keep it a basic, simple look today. I am going back into my Maskcara Beauty compact here. And I have some eyeshadows on this side along with another contour that I use for my brows and to line my lips with. And then I have two different lip and cheek colors here that have a little bit of shine. So today I'm gonna start with a color called Soulmate. I'm gonna use the blend and tap brush, and I am gonna use the flatter end. And I'm just gonna focus her right up here on the brow bone. Is the only place I'm focusing her right now. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna use is the eyeshadow everything brush here, and I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a color called Bubba. This is gonna be like a light, medium, dark shade that I'm doing, like an ombre look with it, I guess if that's what you wanna call it. So I've got my lightest color that I did in Soulmate that I focused underneath the brow bone. Bubba is gonna be the color that's gonna be like all over the lid up through the crease. So that's gonna be like my transition shade, my medium shade. You can kind of see the difference. It adds a little bit of depth to the eye there. Another color that works great for this, if you have basic, oak can be used for it if your skin is a little darker. Oak would be a good transition shade. Gilded is a good transition shade. It can also be used for a darker color too. Leo, Zion, any of those tones, like your medium shades, any of those are good like for a transition shade, a medium shade from your light to darkest. And I'm using the fluffy end of the eyeshadow everything brush just to kind of fluff it out. This is a soft brush, very fluffy. So it helps make it a softer look. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is use a little bit of a color called Philly. This is the darkest color. This is the darker brown. I am gonna use a little bit of her with the blend and tap brush. And I'm just gonna press her into the outside corner and bring her around just a little bit. See how she just adds a little bit of depth in the outside corner? This is the blend and tap brush. This is the dome shaped end. I am just taking her and just patting her exactly where I want her to go. See? Just a good everyday eyeshadow look here. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take just a little bit more of my Bubba on this brush here and just kind of smooth it back through over Philly just to soften it. I don't want any harsh edges with it. So this just makes sure it all gets blended together. And there we go. All right, I will take my bronzer and blush brush here and just kind of smooth out anything along the outside corner of the eye. And then I'm going to take with this one. We're going to do a little bit of Black Friday eyeliner, which is the darkest color here. And I'm going to use my hotline brush, the brow brush. I'm just going to kind of darken up along the lower lash line. I know it's going to look crazy at first. A little bit, and also where I got on the inside of the eye. Like, I don't want it on the inside because that will make it run if you do it on that waterline. You just want to darken up the lash line itself. If you do it on the waterline, it's going to run, it's going to transfer, it's going to smear.
Here. One.
All right, gonna do a little bit more Black Friday. This is gonna go on the top lash line. This is a technique they call tight lining. I'm not lining my lash line, my waterline. I'm lining my lash line. Like, I'm not lining this fleshy part. You see the pink fleshy part right there? I'm not lining that, because if I were, it would just literally transfer down to the bottom. So this is called tight lining, where you just lift it up and you literally just run your brush into your lash line to thicken up that lash line. It's gonna make you look like you have liner on without actually having liner on. See how that just does? It's like a really soft look. There we go. All right, let's do some brows. I'm gonna go back to my regular compact here for the brows, and I'm gonna go into my contour of indigo. This is the same brush I used to line my eyes with. I'm just using this same brush to go back through and do my brows.
Mama.
Really tried to make this video a little more professional, but my kids woke up and they're still in here, so we're just gonna go with it. Mom life, right?
Mommy, you can hold this brush so I can...
Just 1 second, darling.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
So, you want me... I'll hear somebody out.
Alright, so that is the brows. I've got the indigo contour in them and kind of lined them up. Alright, that's good. And we're going to do some lips. I like to line my lips with my indigo contour also, so I'm just going to use the multitasker brush. Almost done. Okay, you can't look in on that. I'm just gonna kind of softly line them. Nothing too crazy. And then I'm just gonna take and go back with my color called Sadie, which is this shade here.
Hey, I'll do this is yours.
And just fill them in, gives them a little shine. All right, the last thing we're gonna do is just a little bit of mascara. This is the Thrive Mascara. I absolutely love it. I have tried plenty over the past couple of months, and this one seems to be my favorite. Stays in place, doesn't run. It actually thickens and lengthens my lashes, and that's what I need. All right. Dot there. Okay. So that's it. This wild hair. So that's just your basic look with Maskcara Beauty. So this is it, guys. Maskcara Beauty. Basic look, basic eyes, all in one compact here. Super easy, super affordable. Great for moms on the go, great for working moms, busy women, anything. If you guys have any questions, just reach out. I will drop the link for a color match and to shop on the website, and I will list the colors that we used today. Thanks.